Hey, what's up, fam? Thank y'all for tuning in once again. As always, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And when you do subscribe, hit the notification bell so every time I drop a video, you will be the first to know about it. So it seems like Megan Thee Stallion is trying to change her image. I want to congratulate her on that. Give a big round of support because hopefully she can be the start of a trend. Now, why she's doing this, I don't know. If I don't know if I exactly believe what she's saying, but we're gonna go with it. So this is from MSN.com, and it reads: Megan Thee Stallion puts "quote unquote" WAP on the shelf. It drops her freaky ways for celibacy. Now I hope this ain't like a con job like when Snoop said he was gonna, he was done with smoke. When he just meant he was done smoking weed and now he's just gonna chew it up with edibles and stuff. But anyway, so Megan Thee Stallion seems like she's trying to go away from her freaky ways. So let's see why. It said Megan Thee Stallion expressed her decision to embrace celibacy in a candid Instagram live session with her fans, making a notable departure from a previously unapologetic and seductive persona. This declaration comes in the wake of the 28-year-old artist's breakup with ex-boyfriend Partisan Fontaine, also known as Party, whom she accused of infidelity in her recent single Cobra. Now, y'all do know that Brother Party came out with his own song saying that, what's good for the goose is good for the gander type thing, that he found out knowing that she was messing around with other people first. But yet, you got the pot calling the kettle, calling the pot, calling the black kettle black, and the pot and the kettle calling each other. You know what I'm trying to say? So he came out with that, and she really didn't address the song that he created. So kind of makes you wonder, kind of makes you believe that has to be some truth behind what he's saying, because he sounded sincere when he put that song out. It also says Megan's decision seems to be driven by personal revelations and public misconceptions about her on the heels of Party's diss track The Person. Okay, so it did say it. So it says it in this article here. Megan Thee Stallion pointed out the toxicity she perceives in her relationships with men, particularly those she refers to as being from the streets. Okay, so it seems like she's deflecting, using these words like toxicity, which we know is a big thing right now with women trying to emasculate men, want them to be in their feelings, want them to be soft, want to be controllable, not really understanding or not really caring that you get dudes that's just too doggone soft and too controllable. You have a society that you can't control, and a destructive society, which is something that is prevalent now in the black and especially the hip hop community. And that's the way the powers that be want it. They want us to be less than men so that they can control us. But a lot of fellas are standing up to that, which is great. But yes, she used a word like toxicity. But again, you're deflecting. You're deciding to choose relationships with men. And it's not that the relationships are toxic. You play a part in that. She's playing a part in that because she's dating these guys. She's messing around with dudes behind her boyfriend's back. And now she want to trying to say it's everybody else's fault but hers. This acknowledgement of a toxic environment has led her to decide to be more selective in her interactions with men, intending to avoid such unhealthy relationships in the future. Now, we haven't heard if Party was abusive. We haven't heard her say that he put hands on her. Sound like he was like a pretty stand-up individual that had her back to this whole Tory Lanez thing, that whole debacle. But yet he had her back, and then she turned around and stabbed him in his, from what it looks like. So now she wants to say that what relationships is she saying is toxic? The ones that she was hiding from people? Then like I said, that's her problem. That's her choice. She chose to do that. But she's, again, like I said, deflecting, trying to, play on words, not really saying a whole lot, but not saying nothing. They say, furthermore, Megan Thee Stallion expressed frustration over how the public perceives her, stating that people seem to focus more on her sexual image rather than her music. Well, Sister Megan, let's go back a few years. Now, I got put on Megan Thee Stallion maybe about 4 or 5 years ago. God, time goes by fast. Young chick out of Houston, blowing up the spot down there, about to blow up. So I'll watch some of her videos, listen to some of her music. And, in the beginning, and the thing that a lot of these females don't understand is when you lead with your sexuality, which is what she did in her music, which is why people focus on her sexuality. But when you are young, good looking, whatever, and you flaunt that, that's what people are going to look at, whether you like it or not. You are like what the hot toy at the time. But your music, as time goes on, you like repeating yourself, saying the same things over, and there's no like evolution. You're not growing in your music. Now, when we go to your channel, your YouTube channel, it seems like your first video song came out like 7 years ago. So you was like 21 at the time, 2021. So you say in the last 7 years, your content hasn't gotten better. It's the same stuff. So what happens is you lead with your sexuality. You have these songs of people just enamored with your body, that, pretty much lusting after you. Then after a while, they get tired of you. And then here comes the next person. Here comes what's the girl name? Don't say Sexy Red, because something wrong with that child. The Ice Spice. Here comes what is that one? Mulatto. Those are coming after you. The new hot thing. But then after a while, we come to realize they rapping about the same thing that you was rapping about. So now we're just waiting on the next one that we can look at, ogle over. We call it ogle, right? And for a little while, and then wait on the next one. That's how y'all's career go. There's nothing, like I said, about your lyrics that draws us to say, man, she came out with a dope track. Like, you look at Killer Mike, came out with an album this year, and I know I said before in the video I bought it, and I've listened to it many times. It's a dope album, but there are lyrics behind it, the storytelling behind it, stuff that people want to listen to. Like, this dude is a dope lyricist. He's talking about things he did in the past, how he's grown now, and what he plans on doing in the future. That's what your career is supposed to be like. But for some reason, the new female generation of rappers can't get past talking about their quote unquote WAP and twerking on every song and sticking their tongue out on every song and gyrating on every song. I mean, what do you expect? How do you expect people to look at you? Quote, it's like nobody be listening to my music. They be like, Megan Thee Stallion, I cannot believe she likes to have sex. Who don't believe that? Like I said, you look at your songs, that's all you talking about. Somebody thinks that you don't, man, come on. She said, I cannot believe Megan Thee Stallion, and it's an explicit, she said. Again, that's what your whole career is based off of. And yet, like I say, she's deflected. First, and that's how these stories normally go. People first they deflect. First they deflect, then they flat out lie, and then they want the sympathy, and they are a victim, and woe is me. Happens every time, and you got people that fall for it. It says Megan Thee Stallion shared her exasperation. I'm sorry, about being labeled as a sex freak and being misunderstood by the public, prompting her to declare, "I'm not a freak no more." who does that sound like? Who's that dude that said, when he say, I'm not gay no more, I'm delivered? Yeah, okay. I'm not a freak no more. I'm done. I'm done with the streets. So toxic in the streets. I'm tired of the streets. Can I give y'all a bit of wisdom? Give you my 2 cents. If the streets are all you know, that's what you're going to be in the near future. You have to do like a whole spiritual, biblical, Nation of Islam, turnaround, immersion, like immediately, like take yourself off of social media. Because first of all, you got a bunch of albums. I think you're about to put out another album. You have to support yourself. So you got to go do shows, and you're going to do shows with the same songs you've been doing your whole career. When you talk about making a change, the things people don't seem to understand is you have to really make a change. You can't say that you're going to stop drinking because people think all you do is drink, but then you sip on a beer every now and then, or when you go out, you might have a shot or a cocktail or something. No, you got to do like pretty much a complete transformation if you're going to be about what you're talking about. So that means you got to be, like I say, off the internet, off the social media, go somewhere, get like a spiritual awakening, a changing, and go from there. If not, I could see this being a forgotten topic a year from now. It said Megan's relationship with Party began in early 2021 and became public at the 2021 iHeartRadio Music Awards. However, the relationship faced challenges, including Megan's legal battle with Tory Lanez, who shot her in the foot in July 2020. And we still don't know about that. But that was a thing. Like, remember she went on TV and lied about how deep her relationship was with Tory Lanez, like saying she didn't have sexual relations with him, but yet everybody says she did. And she went on, was she on the Regale King trying to, shed them crocodile tears, act like she couldn't even answer the question, act like she couldn't hear what she was asking. And then you got the baby did a song because I think, Party tried to defend his woman's honor, and baby was like, man, I knocked her down before, wow, Tory Lanez was knocking her down. Man, come on. Don't defend something that ain't worth defending. So like I said, Party was trying to be down for his girl, and coming to find out all this stuff is coming out in the forefront, and you mad because he did the same thing you did, or allegedly. It said Party publicly supported Megan during this time. The couple split has since been followed by Megan being seen with Belgian footballer Romelu Lukaku and Party dating singer Jada Kingdom. So they've moved on, which is cool. Maybe that footballer, that soccer player, is probably telling her she got to change her ways or he gonna drop her. Because that man got money, he got status over there in that country. They don't play that over there. But here you can be a toxic female, you can lie, you can be deceptive, and all you gotta do is shed a tear and just say how bad your life is and how everybody around you is toxic, and you got to get away from that toxicity, not admitting that you play a part in your own life. Go figure. But anyway, tell me what you think about this story, man. I want to give it some time before. Like I said in the beginning, congratulations. If this is what you're gonna do, then go ahead and do it. But if you're gonna do it right. But with that being said, still gonna give us some time, like a probation period. You know what I'm saying? Hit me back up in about a year, and let's see where Megan is at on her. Or she just might start doing these P. Diddy NDAs and stuff or whatever, and make sure nobody say nothing about nothing. If they do, she gonna sue them and things of that nature. Maybe that's what she plan on doing, but I don't see her making a big change. It's going to take. So a lot of times it takes something real serious for people to change their ways and to really move around. So unless that doesn't happen, something crazy doesn't happen, yeah, she'll be putting out WAP part 2 in about 6 months. But anyway, tell me what you think about the story. Leave your comments below and then share it with the world. And with that being said, I'll leave you in peace and I'll see you on the other side.